Hello, my YouTubers. Welcome to Jiffy's House of Music. Today, we are going to cover the 12 string guitar, why you might want to buy it and use it. There are some videos out there that kind of cover it. I just thought I would give my own version and then even go over the brand that I bought. First, we'll start off with the brand. The brand that I got is an Ibanez. It's a AEG model. It's their most popular 12 string model that they put out, and it is the least expensive. You can get these for roughly around $300. I bought mine at American Music Supply. I would suggest checking them out. They're great. They have great payment plans, so you don't break the bank. Even if you have bad credit, you can do up to, I believe it's a 5 payment plan. And I bought a scratch and dent model, so it was even a little bit cheaper. So we'll break this down. Obviously, a 12 string has 12 strings, and on each string, it's tuned exactly how a regular guitar is. However, you have another string that goes right along with it that is tuned an octave higher. And then when you get down to the last two bottom or high strings, I should say, you're going to be tuned exactly the same. So these last two ones are going to be the same. The reason why, if you play acoustic guitar or if you're thinking about getting into acoustic guitar, I feel it's a must have. The reason being is if you're ever in a situation where you're playing by yourself, this guitar in particular will do wonders for you. It just sounds so much better than a regular acoustic guitar. You get a little bit more out of it. It's great for finger picking. Using the capo on this thing is awesome. So I would highly suggest it. I will give you a little bit of a rundown and some samples of different sounds that it does and everything, but I really wanted to get back to the actual model of this guitar. The only thing that I would probably do with this, buying it, straight out of the box brand new, is the tuning keys here aren't really all that great. They do the job, but I'm so stuck on the Grovers. Grover tuning pegs are just a lot better. They keep the guitar in tune, a lot easier to move around and stuff. Other than that, it comes with a Fishman pickup, which is amazing, and it has a tuner built into it. So, and it's all right here on top. I can kind of show you there a little bit. Real simple to use, and then it has two connectors. You can do an XLR, and you can do your regular 1/4 inch jack in the back as well. For recording, a lot of people would go with the XLR. Even in a live setting, it does get a little bit quieter when you plug this in during a live setting. But you don't really get a lot of feedback with these. The pickups are just phenomenal. I'm such a Fishman fan. Other than that, I mean, it's your basic 12 string guitar. I have a nice little fancy guitar strap here that was made for me for an early Christmas present, which is kind of cool. And I have a capo. Capos are always cool to have, and I'll explain why in just a little bit. But let's just run this thing down a little bit and give you an idea of what this thing sounds like, and we'll go from there. So here's your basic G chord. Little C chord. Now with the capo, it's kind of cool because you can, we'll just go to the second fret here. The biggest thing with the capo is if you get one for a 12 string, make sure that the capo says that it's good for a 12 string. Otherwise, you're going to have problems with it actually pushing down the strings. It's got to be a little bit stronger than your regular capos. The screw in, there's ones that have like a screw on them. Those are really cool to have too. Unfortunately, I couldn't find one when I was looking for one at the store. So, but anyways, so we'll just go on the second fret and we'll just hit that G string again, and now you can hear it's a lot higher. So if like you have a low voice like I do, a capo is almost a must because you can move the capo to give you a higher sound that'll go with your lower voice. So, and we'll do a little bit of picking. So anyways, that's kind of the difference. And, if you were to take the capo off, it's just a little bit lower. Strumming wise, this thing sounds pretty awesome. A lot of people, some musicians are like, 12 strings aren't really made to be strumming, more of a picking. And I kind of agree with that to a certain aspect. If you're doing a song by yourself and you're up on stage, though, strumming this isn't a bad thing. It actually sounds pretty good to me. And this is what I would use by myself in a live setting for sure is the 12 string. So I'll just give you. So it sounds pretty decent. Then there's like, different chords that you can do. Just noodle around with these because they're so much different and you can get so much different sounds out of a 12 string than you can with a 6. If I took that same chord progression that I was doing there and I picked it, it sounds completely different. Anyways, so that's the Ibanez AEG 12-string guitar. A little bit more about me and what I'm going to cover in my channel. I just wanted to get the ball rolling, get a video out there. I'm going to cover a lot of the 12-string musically in more videos. I'm going to go through some easy chords to learn, some picking, strumming, anything for the beginner that is just like, I want to get out there and play and learn. I know there's lots of videos out there that cover the same thing, but I figured I would throw my 2 cents in just in case there's something that, maybe the other person had missed or, something like that. Maybe I'll be a little bit easier. I also, if somebody's struggling when I start showing chords and stuff and they need a little bit more, I'll be more than happy to send out a private video in showing a little bit more in detail of how to get the chords done. 12-string guitars, they do, if you're just starting off and you're going to grab a 12-string, there's some pros and cons to it. The pros to it is that you're really going to build up your fingers and your finger muscles in pushing down, because you are pushing down more than just the one string. You're pushing down 2 at a time with one finger, but that builds you up so that when you actually go and play a regular 6-string guitar, it's going to seem really easy. And then when you get to an electric guitar, it's going to be like super easy. But if you really wanted to work your fingers in, a 12 string is definitely the go-to guitar. That's my opinion. I mean, other people might feel a little bit different about that, but I personally like the 12 string, especially for working those finger muscles in. Your fingers will hurt. When you first start off, you're gonna have to build like calluses, on the tips of your fingers. If you ever see a construction worker and you shake their hand, it's real rough because they're constantly using their hands and doing stuff with them. And if you're not that type of person, and you like me, you sit in an office, grabbing the 12 string and playing it's gonna hurt for a bit. Even any guitar, it's your fingers are gonna just kill you, and you're not gonna be able to play that long. But once you get going, you're gonna find that it gets a lot easier, and it doesn't happen overnight. You're gonna have to take your time. It's patience, and it's lots and lots of practice. So hopefully we can cover some more. I'm even going to go into like recording stuff. I've done some things with Tommy Lee's Methods of Mayhem. So we're going to cover a lot of cool things on my channel. And hopefully you like what I'm going to offer, and just hit the subscribe button. And we hope to get you going and playing some good guitar. Thanks. Have a good day.